For weeks, I had been living with a strange unease, a quiet suspicion that something had shifted in her, something I couldn't name but felt in every glance, every passing touch. At first, I brushed it off, telling myself it was paranoia, the leftover echo of trust one had once believed was unshakable. But the signs, subtle at first, began piling up. A missed call here, a sly smile that didn't reach her eyes there, a lingering scent of someone else's cologne in the air I thought was safe in my home. I ignored it, convincing myself that love was blind, that perhaps I was overthinking everything. I never imagined that the laughter I would later hear would carry such poison. It was a Friday night, one of those evenings where the city hummed softly outside our apartment, lights flickering like fireflies against the dark skyline. She had gone out, telling me it was just a harmless night with her friends. A casual outing, nothing serious, or so I thought. I remember watching her leave, the door clicking shut behind her, and feeling a pang of doubt that I buried under a forced calm. Hours later, I returned home to find her phone, left carelessly on the counter. Its screen still glowed with messages I wasn't meant to see. Curiosity and dread collided in my chest as I unlocked it, scanning the conversation thread. There was the confirmation of everything I had feared but refused to believe. A one-night stand, something she had laughed off as trivial, something that had, in her mind, carried no consequence. She had told her friends it was harmless, a joke that made them all giggle at my expense. My stomach churned, but the anger that followed was precise, surgical. It wasn't just betrayal. It was mockery of the very trust that had built the foundation of our life together. I could have confronted her immediately. I could have thrown the words at her, demanded answers, or even stormed out in a fury that would have left both of us shattered. But I realized something in that moment. I had the power of calm, the way to compose wrath, and she had handed me the tools to wield it. There would be no dramatic shouting, no childish outburst. There would be subtlety, precision, and an undeniable lesson. The next day, I observed her carefully, noting the way she moved, the effortless confidence she carried as if nothing had happened. She hadn't even considered that I might know, that I could see through the facade she wore so comfortably. I let her bask in that illusion, allowing her to underestimate the storm that simmered beneath my calm exterior. Each smile, each casual remark she threw my way, I responded with measured neutrality, a cool mirror of indifference that she couldn't quite read. By evening, we were alone, the air between us taut with unspoken tension. I invited her to dinner, a place she had always loved, where memories of laughter and shared moments had once felt sacred. She expected light conversation, easy smiles, perhaps even a flirtatious tease, as she had planned countless times with someone else. I met her expectations only superficially, the outer shell of normalcy concealing the steel inside me. When dessert arrived, I placed her phone gently on the table, as if it were just another object, a mundane part of the evening. Her eyes flicked to it, recognition dawning slowly, and then panic, followed by a sharp stab of embarrassment. I read the messages aloud, word by word, letting each syllable carve its truth into the atmosphere. The laughter she had shared with her friends, the jokes she thought were harmless, the casual dismissal of what was sacred between us. It all landed with the weight it deserved. The room went silent. Strangers, unaware of the depth of our history, sensed only the undeniable finality in my voice, the controlled fury that demanded respect. She froze, a statue of confidence now fractured, her smile gone, replaced by a thin veneer of shock and regret. No tears, no pleading. Nothing could undo the revelation I delivered with calm precision. I slid the phone back into her hands, my gaze steady, unwavering. "You could have just been honest," I said softly. "You didn't have to turn trust into a joke." Without waiting for a response, I left, each step deliberate, each breath reclaiming the dignity she had attempted to mock. The city air outside hit me like clarity itself, sharp and cleansing. I didn't look back. As I walked, I felt the shift inside me, the realization that love without respect is hollow, and betrayal, no matter how casually dismissed, reveals the true character of those we thought we knew. That night, I understood something profoundly simple. The power doesn't belong to the one who laughs last. It belongs to the one who walks away first, unbroken and unbowed.